Hello everybody, welcome back to the dannphan channel and happy Pride Month. No, it's not actually June, but every month is Pride Month here on the dannphan channel because you're always sending me gay shit to read. And today is no exception because we're going to be reading DC Pride 2025. Now, some of you may remember, but I did not finish the last DC Pride because even for me, someone who reads all the cringe, that was actually too much. And if you haven't seen me reading the last DC Pride, by all means, go to that video, go watch it. You'll see exactly what I mean. But maybe this year is gonna be different. Maybe they learned their lesson and we're gonna reel it back. And just to clarify, yes, these comics are made for 13 plus. They are made with teenagers in mind as the main audience. Do you see this? Is this just 2 stories? That's all it says. The Heart Wants, which I assume is 1 story, and then down here it says Master Planner, which I assume is the other story. But what the hell is this team? I don't understand. How could you have that many artists on 1 story? And that many colorists on 1 story? We'll be together forever. God, I miss them. Something's starting. I'm scared. We're lost. Who am I anymore? I'm so exhausted. Pride! What the heck are these symbols? Oh my god, there's the Be Gay Do Crime! They have the Be Gay Do Crime up there! Very much not good for the gay community, gotta say. Why do you keep looking at that woman? And why is she looking at you? I say go talk to her. This is a safe space for a few more minutes at least. What does that mean? This is a safe space for a few more minutes at least? What's gonna happen? What, did you set up a bomb underneath the floor? Hey, have you seen the old speakeasy downstairs? It's just storage now, empty kegs and drag bingo props. But also, the famous wall. No, I've only heard about it. Come on, while management's not looking. Also, you have to finish telling me about your first time here. It's not a very interesting story. I had my last follow-up after my last surgery. I left the VA and just kind of ended up here. Maybe the soldier in me was expecting some kind of fanfare or something? But then again, I was so alone, so it's funny, I thought I needed to mark the moment and toast seemed right, like a transition complete or something. Because it feels like as though everything I've done since then has involved a transition of some kind, like I'm always transitioning, like this place. First time I came here was under the cloak of darkness. There was a secret door with a secret knock, which I didn't know, and which, in 1936, almost got me killed. Wait, in 1936? How old are you supposed to be? The last time I was here, I sat on the patio in front of the whole world to have brunch with my son and his boyfriend. And to remember one of mine. Everyone's gay! I'm gay and my son is gay. We're all gay. Sorry, did you say 1936? I'm older than you think. Okay, flashback sequence, I guess. Johnny, stop it. They're gonna kick us out. Do you have any idea what it takes to get booted from a place like this? Carving a notch on the wall doesn't even rate. Is that what I am? A notch on the wall? One conquest before shipping out to dangers unknown? Alan, I love you. That's what this notch means. Destruction of property is totally okay so long as you're in love. I came back often, alone. It's complicated. That's what my Facebook status says. But this is the closest thing to a headstone that Johnny could ever have. It's a shame that it's been defiled. Like, look at this shit. This is the closest thing to a headstone that he has. Do you know how pissed I would be if a bunch of people just started writing shit on my headstone? I can't imagine how it feels knowing it's about to be torn down. Being a part of this monument, as you call it, it may be the closest I've ever felt to the rest of our community. There, the final notch. I think it's very funny that you're carving something in Latin. It means while I breathe, I hope. Anyway, there's a flash in the, what is this, a cafe? I don't even know. It's a bar? Tripping balls. Minnie, girl, I was wondering where you went. Don't give me that confused look. You did not send me for this bougie little cocktail to then not even drink it. And then they see a lady, oh, this is way too good to a night to be true. Thanks, any excuse to look into your eyes. And then they toss the cigarette and just start making out. Yeah, that's how romance works. That's how it works for you, right? You just go up to a lady, light her cigarette, and then she tosses the cigarette aside and just starts making out with you. Romance! Everyone knows that that's how romance works. Come on, Casanova, the real party's downstairs. I may be wobbly, but my mind's still sharp. I would swear on my badge, of course, that I tagged this wall. Sorry I'm late, gorgeous. The line to get in was halfway around the back. Who is... Oh, it's Batwoman, I think? Yeah, that's supposed to be Batwoman. I wouldn't have even guessed that, honestly, if it wasn't for these ridiculous Batman stockings. Like, excuse me, honey, walking around with the bat signal all over your outfit. Get the fuck out of here. So she walks in, I'm a woman, here I come, and immediately starts making out with one of the ladies. I guess she's supposed to be dating this girl. Kate, I assumed you'd be too busy with bat business to come out. Cause you know, everyone knows you're Batwoman, Kate. I thought you would be too busy solving crime to come out and be gay with me. I know you're going for Big Bad Wolf. Sorry to break it to you, but you're really in pocky little puppy territory. What? You're acting like a pod person, and I hate it. Hey, partner. Sorry I'm late. Crispus? I don't know that deep into the lore here. I have no idea. You're dead! Let me buy you a few fingers of the good stuff. Whoa, keep your fingers away from her. Are you leaving? What did we do wrong? Nothing, Kate. You were all perfect. Mwah, 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 mwah. These are consequences to my actions, damn it! And there should be. Or else... what does anything we do even matter? Whoa! Hello? You have failed the city. My arrows will freeze you in your tracks. We're like really just moving from character to character to character, aren't we? You can have me any way you like, handsome. Don't worry, gorgeous. I've got you. Mwah, 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 mwah. I'm not my father. I don't want to be anything like my father. Not anymore. Not anymore? Who even are you? I don't know. Who are you? What? You were just making out with him. What do you mean you don't know? What is happening? I'm Connor, and none of this is real. The monks at the monastery where I used to live would say it's because reality is an infinite flower garland, in which each bloom is a universe that interpenetrates the other. Oh, speaking of interpenetration, Pride Month, am I right, guys? This feels like a dream I used to think I wanted. A life like my father's. But my life is so good. I've worked so hard to be at peace with it, and it's nothing like this place. I'm ready to leave. You want to give it a shot too? It's okay. I belong here. Yeah, you think it's going to be okay? Absolutely. Connor? Connor Hawk? Where did you just come from? I don't know. I was someplace else. Someplace strange, but familiar? So I kind of get why there's so many different artists on this project now. It's because as each mini story ends, they change the artist, and the art style. But this is all technically one story. It's just that it's a long string of mini-stories connected to one story. This is a very odd way of doing Pride Month, because they are supposed to be short stories, but whatever, it's fine. There's definitely something weird down here. What up, quilt bags? Yes, please, look. I'm trying to get some mileage out of this badass Matrix outfit. I'm Stitch, magically animated, gender-free, There I am in the Tower of Fate when the magic meter goes off, pointing to these exact coordinates. You should see the crap he's got up there. Could have been a toaster oven, for all I know. What do you mean, could have been a toaster oven? You said that it pointed to these exact coordinates. That's why you showed up here. A toaster oven wouldn't do that. What do you mean? What do you mean? But there's so much radical magic flying out of this place's butt, I almost didn't make it. Can't even open an escape hatch. I'm stuck here. We all are. It's like the whole building is suddenly space-time locked. Yawn! How did you sleep, dear? Any news? Oh, the usual, all good things. Reading the paper is much better experience since legalizing vigilante justice. It's just so violent. I know! Have such a great one at the office, dear. Oh, hi, Midnighter. Lovely day we're having. Yeah, it would be if there weren't so many pansy-ass fucks like you around. What the fuck? That's actually the next panel! It's just some dude with a gun! Where did that come from? Why are you so bad at writing conflict? You queers are ruining this country and you think you can get away with it just because of the laws? Well, it's time for a wake-up, Midnighter. My people and I, your people. They'll be right behind me any minute. Oh. That's good. Then he's gonna beat him to death with a crowbar, I guess? What the? I didn't even hit him. He can teleport? Oh no, it's like different people. This is different than the first guy. This guy's hotter. You killed him. The gay agenda in action. All the hell? They keep disappearing before I can hit them. Annual meeting? And they all just have their guns out already? Poof. What the? Stop it. Let me kill you. This is, once again, this is kind of a bad look for pride, gotta say. Bad look for gay people is this idea that they want to find people who are homophobic so that they can kill them. I need you to not be mad at me when I tell you this, but there's another man in our house. You whore. Hey. In a minute. Darling, did you know I can't kill anyone? Yeah, about that, I think we're in an alternate universe. I'm not an idiot, dear. Okay, well... It's strange. This is partially similar to a very silly wish I made at the bar when we carved into that wall. After that fight about getting decaf versus full calf for the house. Why would you get into a fight about that? Just get both. What?
Because they're stupid. Because they're stupid.
Did you also wish for the legalization of vigilante justice? No, I wished you'd never have to kill again, actually. That it would just happen. Killing bad guys is what brings me joy. I want to find people to kill.
Animals, old people, doesn't matter. I just love killing.
At least they're all pointing guns at him first. Although it does look like they added in a lot of the guns last minute. Like the clannual meeting, it looks like they weren't actually supposed to have guns in this panel. It looks like they were added in last minute to make it a little bit more justified that he just starts trying to kill them all. And it's not as though they show you a variety of different types of bad guys that he's killing. No, it's just all white homophobes with guns. Okay, right, you came through the mirror, so we should probably go back through it again. You coming, dear? Yeah, back to the real world. Wait, what's up with these lights? Okay, and then we flip over to the next. Huh, did I party too hard in some rando's penthouse or something? Harlene Quinzel. Hey, that's me. Holy crap, I got an APA award? A golden plaque from YouTube? That's like 1 million subscribers. Wait, is that the president? I could get used to this. There's my girl. She's gonna get a hoot out of my new ride. Hey, Pammy, check me out. Eek! Screech!
Which once again proves my theory. Women can't drive.
I wish I could afford a session with you. You need some money? Lucky for you, I'm super loaded now. Here, take this. All of it? Are you sure? A face like yours deserves a good tip. Saw you lezzing out with the bartender. What did you just say? Ha! Come on, I'm just kidding. To be fair, she was, like, kind of flirting with the bartender, and this is supposed to be, like, her in a relationship, or she believes she's in a relationship with Poison Ivy, so not cool, gotta say. Just make up a diagnosis. They never catch on? No way, patients believe whatever you tell them. That's so messed up, even by my standards. The hell are you talking about, Quinzel? This whole scheme was your idea. What? She goes out to the exit. Hey, there you are, stranger. Didn't you hear me in there? Sorry, do we know each other? Look, I'm not interested in whatever you're selling. Pammy, wait! What kind of world is this? It stands to reason that other people, including this tavern, have been somehow transported to these bubble realities like the ones Rainey and I were in. Stitch, you said that this place is saturated in magic. Can you tap into it? Shut the whole thing down? This magic is more ancient than anything I've ever seen. The kind even the guardians of OA wouldn't want to mess with. Dr. Fate himself couldn't wield it, let alone his youthful apprentice. So naturally, we will be able to wield it because we're gay! And now we're over here. I can't believe how long this is. I'm exhausted. See, I knew you would arrive in Themyscira today. And then she appears and she starts making out with her. My love, what troubles you? I don't know, Nubia. Oh, that's Nubia? I guess it's Nubia. Whatever. You do not have to disclose anything that you do not wish, but know that I am always here to provide you anything you need. Anything? Oh, yay. I'm grinding against you. I have truly missed you, my evening star. Same. Stars. 4 stars in Orion's belt instead of 3. By Hera. Joe, we must run! Is this what was bothering you when you arrived? Why did you not say? My entire life, no one has ever seemed to listen to me. They treat me like I'm crazy no matter what I do. You speak and I'll listen no matter the circumstances. That's literally what I said at the beginning of the story, and the story is not very long. Like, why don't you fucking listen to me, actually? It kind of seems like you're a hypocrite. I will always give you what you need. Wasn't that obvious when we, fucked last night? Is that... It appears that something is attempting to break through. Okay, and it's actually these guys who are trying to break through. Friendly reminder, guys, you could be reading comics on burningstarcomics.net. You don't have to settle for these DC comics. We have good stuff over here. You can go check out the good stuff. And we've got another one! Reopen the portal! She's still in there! Lantern. You've been inside a big old construct. I'm sure it felt real, but no one else was in there with you, Joe. Not really. I'm sorry, she was an illusion. I know that. In reality, Queen Nubia and I have only met once.
I don't like where this is going.
She had a fantasy romance with Nubia where they're having sex and they've only met once. Oh, that's so creepy. I recognize this place now. This is the night I died. I woke up in a VA hospital 2 weeks later. My heart stopped, my breathing stopped, I stopped. But when I woke up, I knew I was gay. No, when I woke up, I knew. Whatever I was telling myself about not being sure, about not really needing to transition was wrong. Oh shit, that was actually... I was just joking when I said the gay thing, but no, they actually... I had died as the wrong person. I had to live as the right one. It sounds like you just had a mental breakdown after a near-death situation. You gave your life for a country that threw you away. What do you mean, threw you away? You literally had your life saved by said country. You were dead, and they saved your life. I'm going home. Then you will burn! As I breathe, I hope. You know that Christian saying. Surely that's not ironic to appear in a DC Pride issue. Alright, just end the story already. We're close to the end, right? Just end it. Just end it! Almost a century ago, 2 shades of star heart magic bound themselves to 2 men who were, like the magic itself, connected in the most emotional way possible. Alan Scott once told me how in this very room he fell in love with Vladimir or Johnny. I think he called himself then. They were the first ones to make a mark on that wall, and they each came. Year after year. Unwittingly charming and recharging it like a magic sigil with emotional spectrum energy. Yes, this makes sense. I'll pretend that this makes sense. Hey, not to spoil your little seance or whatever this is, but you called that thing the crimson flame of death. If Pammy, my Pammy, is in that wall somewhere, I'm sorry, Harley. The legend says that all who give themselves to the power of the Red Lantern will die. But not everyone will realize the world they're living is fake, and even if they do, they still might not want to leave. Wait, your Snowman villain is a girl? Shut up! I didn't name myself Blue Snowman because I wanted to be called a girl. Sometimes I know I'm a guy, okay? Sometimes I'm not. And so at last, Wonder Woman's lasso of truth forced you to confront your gender fluidity. Stop. Wonder Woman outed me to a whole restaurant. For those just joining, we're here with Blue Snowman, whose viral post, Wonder Woman is not an ally, crashed the Amazon's invisible jet of privilege. Holy shit, that is a real thing in a DC comic that I just read out loud. Yes, I use robbery to educate people. Gender is fluid, but you'll be frozen solid unless you hand over the cast. I thought I had it hard being stuck between the spirit world and the world of the living, but Blue Snowman, living between genders, that's real struggle. Is this someone making fun of gay pride? This feels like someone making fun of them and somehow it just slipped under the radar, like they didn't notice that this is actually like a parody of Pride comics. Yes, the transgender and gender non-conforming people have met a new face and shiny metal helmet in Blue Snowman, gender abolished. We love you, Blue Snowman! Click! And that's been the past 3 months. I see. First question. You know none of this is real, right? I know what you mean. You want me to go back to the real world. The world where people beat me up and tear my head off and call me a girl, and we call them heroes. That's what you want, right? There's a whole lot of people out there who feel the exact same way. They need all the friends they can get. They need me to protect them, guide them, cool their offensively hot liquids. They need a leader. It's brave of you to ask for help, Ethan. You will be given great power in the new regime. Welcome to the trans community, Blue Snowman. A graffiti wall full of magic star heart sigils and an oncoming crimson inferno? Quite a story. But I'm afraid I'm done with that sort of thing. Done? But we need you. There are plenty of Green Lanterns, and who knows, maybe an extra Superman or two. Alan, Johnny was just a story the Red Lantern told you to gain your trust so he could abuse it. I know. If you know, then why? Because none of that matters here. Apparently this magic sigil didn't become sentient from crimson energy alone. We did this together, Alan. All those years, those visits to the wall, our having violent sex and coming all over it. We didn't realize we were charging the thing. This isn't heaven. It's just a nice dream we once had. And if you stay here, the fire will take you like it took me. Maybe I want to. What do you think about that? Maybe I want to die. To build a new world, a future together, that's even better than the dream. Look at all the gays. We're all like being gay together, and that's what really matters at the end of the day. Why are you doing this to us? Why have you trapped us here like animals? So we constructed all of this not as a trap or a cage, but an emotional sanctuary for wanting souls we took in like you. Your disruptions have created an imbalance that has forced us to build an inferno through which we may absorb the living energy of a select few so that I may survive. You're talking about murder. So what's really stopping you from sharing all this power with a single avatar? Who would ever agree to share their life with death? Aww, he just wanted a boyfriend. He just wanted a boyfriend. That's it. That's why he did all this. He just wanted a boyfriend. Aw, he's not actually a bad guy. He only tried to murder all the gays because he wanted a boyfriend. That's all. Alright, and then like everything's normal again, but it's not actually normal again. He decided to be the boyfriend, so he's like possessed, I guess. And then what is this? Behold the gender-affirmed genius. As she crafts her battle plan for her transition to her authentic self. In December 2023, I began gender-affirming therapy at the age of 72. Therapists are not supposed to gender-affirm you. Outside of very brief youthful experiments, I didn't actually cross-dress until I was living in New York. And dating a Broadway actress. Yeah, that's kind of a brag. Old male habits die hard. That is not something that you want to say out loud when you're trying to convince people that you have always been mentally a girl.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
The actress had an open marriage. Oh no, stop it. I had lingering Roman Catholic guilt. We parted. I was the youngest editor at Marvel Comics, working with creators whose comics I'd grown up with. Though there was no longer a sexual element involved, I found dressing a relief from work stress. Oh, so you mean you treated something like a comfort blanket? I didn't question how the clothes made me feel, I just enjoyed wearing them. They felt right to me. I was starting to understand myself. The very first question my therapist asked me was, "Do you want bottom surgery?"
It's like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking. It's like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking. It's like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines. It's like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
It's like they don't even, it doesn't even occur to them that this is weird. That it's weird for you to be like, I think I might be trans, to a trans friend, and have them be like, yeah, you probably are trans, let me hook you up with a therapist who will then immediately sell you surgeries. And it doesn't occur to this writer that this is kind of odd. And then evil reared its ugly head and my country descended into cruelty and madness. Playing it safe was no longer an option. I needed to represent my true self. What, Trump got elected? I would not hide in the closet waiting for the bigots and transphobes to come for me. No one transitions to hurt anyone. Here's me with a sword. I'm not violent though. It is so strange to me. One of the editors, I'm pretty sure they're still just an editor, getting to write their own, like, biography as a short story in DC Pride and have the story is like all about me. I'm so awesome. Look at me. I'm standing with all the other heroes. I'm just like them. I'm so cool. Obviously, like, meant to be kind of self-indulgent, and it kind of has nothing to do with any of the DC characters. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That was DC Pride 2025, and this is Burning Star Comics, which I would recommend you actually go to find comics to read, not DC Pride. I think you can find much better comics here. But that is going to end this read through. We actually got through it all, so I guess it's not that bad. It was tedious though, especially that first story, getting through that, because it was too many characters. They put way too many short stories of too many characters in this very long ongoing story. But at least I was able to finish it. We did get through it, even got through the mini self-indulgent I'm a editor, look at me story at the end. If you would like to see more videos like these, I could do the Marvel Pride comic, which is also a thing. I don't know if you guys are interested in me checking out Marvel Pride, but we do read-throughs of Avengers Academy, and I kind of consider that to just be Marvel Pride. If you have a specific comic you'd like me to read next on these read-throughs, go ahead and throw some suggestions out there. Like the video if you did like the video, subscribe to get informed when I do post these videos and finally finish up these read-throughs. More reviews will be coming out soon, so hang in there, kitty. Till next time, guys. Bye!
Program restart.